Tonight on RGB, we have a big do with Lady Do. We talk soul to soul with MFR Souls, and we track the style moves that make Boiti a winner. Spring has sprung, Gebetuna, and the home of celebs is back with gossip as fresh as the season. Happy spring weekend to you, Snazo.
And gossip molweni nana apha emakhaya. Happy spring day kuni emakhaya. This month is all about freshness and growth, and tonight RGB is the exact same chat. We are starting off our spring with amapiano artists that will be keeping us dancing kuphele unyaka.
Now, tonight has been making music since the tender age of 9, and now she has finally reached her musical maturity and her time to shine.
Now, here to share how she's trying to be the most famous musician in her musically gifted family and the world, RGB is proud to be joined in the suite of superstars by the sweetest voice and sickest sister on the mixer, Miss Lady Do. How it do, girl?
Jonga beke ndabona enye i-tweet esithi into Lady Do can whisper on any song and make it a hit.
Yeah. when Lady Do drops Wawa, it's over.
Wawa.
It's over.
And you know what? I think one of the songs that were a cultural reset for me that you worked on is Ngikhuluma ngama boys in here.
Boys in Steve.
I know.
Talk to us about the music that you make.
I've always said musicians are meant to be vessels to send a message, you know. I mean, kings and queens.
Yes.
A lot of people are so afraid to speak about, you know, the LGBTQ. And I was like, we need to embrace people. You know, we need to love people. So why don't I, you know, write a song that's going to be for them? So that when they get to a party, because I had never heard a song, you know, that speaks about being yourself and loving yourself for who you are. And I was like,
and when that song drops, everybody becomes Miss Party.
You know?
And then Miss Party herself jumps on top of the table.
Yes.
You know? So how I write my music, if you listen to the lyrics, it's actually a story of my life. It's who I am. Because if you listen to Katalia, when you sing it, you're like, izinto zami zihamba ngolane. People relate to it. Then you get Seven's Way. I was going through a tough time, and I was like, you know what? I want to sing on a song, but I don't want to sing. I want to have a song that's going to be emotional, because a lot of people go through a lot of things, and you know, they don't have a way of expressing themselves. And I told the boys, I'm like, I'm not going to sing on the song. I'm going to cry. And that's the part that people die over.
I know.
You know?
How is it being in a, you know, union when you are a musician who has to go out and perform and dance on stages and do all of those things?
When you are a queen, find a king. You know, always find yourself in a person. Don't ever look for your type. So the person that I am with is literally a representative of who I am, and everything that I do, he approves of, because first of all, I am a morals before business type of girl, you know? So he knows, this is my striker.
Yeah.
He knows, there's no way because I am le. And I make it, you know, known. But when we met, he was like, risk it all.
Hey!
Whatever it takes.
And once you find lamdu wako, caution to the wind. Let's go.
Exception.
Exception.
Ale una 9.
Yes.
Apha emculweni.
I was raised by my dad, and he wanted to find a way to get me to go with him to clubs. I need to find a way to get her to go with me to work, because he never used to spend time with us, you know? And then I was always interested in DJing. So I'd watch him DJ, and I was like, what would happen if I'd be the youngest and the first female to be a DJ? And I was 10 at the time, and I'm being so he taught me how to DJ. Then I started DJing hip hop at age 10. I went and I won a DJ competition at 10, and that was the end of it. I was the first and youngest female DJ. I played with vinyls.
And then when did you come back into music?
I left the country after school.
Yeah.
Did stomatology, anatomy, physiology, teeth whitening. I literally qualified in 19, beauty subjects. And then I left. I worked on a cruise ship for 2 years. I traveled 108 countries at a time. When I came back, I knew that I had enough money to invest in my music.
Yeah.
So I told them that I did everything that you guys wanted. You paid for my fees. I went overseas, but I don't like what I'm doing. I love being in the presence of people and sharing who I am. I don't want to be stuck in a place where I'm not happy.
So from DJing, you then added other things and you became a fully fledged musician. And call that msebenzi wethu.
Yo.
Yeah. Actually, can you please?
Wait.
Uske kwacha kakhulu apha studio. Uske kwacha kakhulu studio. Funeka ukhe uhlele kamanzi ndakabawo.
Ananoma ngithwala izandla enhloko kanye mandini.
So from DJing, when did you find this voice?
You know when they always say, when you go through a lot in life and you're just about to give up, and then you want to take that out in music, and you're like, I want the people to feel where I'm coming from. So when Msebenzi Wethu was released, that was me saying, I'm giving up now, because how many times will I try and it won't pop?
Take us through the journey of going into amapiano as a genre.
No, I started as a songwriter. I was on Boiti's reality show. I was writing for that episode, and Major League saw me there, and they asked me that I could write a few songs for a few artists, and I was like, no problem. Then I went to the studio. When I got to the studio, I wrote songs, and I started listening, and I was like, no, I could actually kill this, genre. So I wrote Superstar. I sang it, and Mr. Jezik was like, that's an amazing song, can we release it? And I was so scared. I'm like, oh, dog, I've been doing this thing, it's not working out. He's like, let me try it out.
Amapiano it's on that trajectory of going international. Uziva njani ngaloo nto?
It's just amazing to see how our genre is taking over other countries, and with me being on the front line, that's more exciting. And the sad thing is, I was looking at the music video, Goboza, it's about to drop also, and it has my friends on it that we just lost now, Umpura no Kilakau.
First of all, condolences. I know firsthand how that is. I want to talk about the backlash after you posted screenshots of your conversation with Umpura. And now abantu bathi, you let it do, she knew something. Ikona indo, ikona isandla semfene, and whatever. In that moment, when you are seeing that, when you were sharing this genuine moment that you were having with your friend, what goes through your mind? How do you feel?
Because they are my friends and they were very close to me, I focused on what I needed to focus on, which is mourning them. And what I was feeling at the moment. I am not going to go on Twitter and read what people are thinking of me, because that's not who I am.
How would you like for your friends to be remembered in terms of their legacy?
One thing I pledge people to do, because I've seen a lot of people, leave the earth and their legacies not continue, is that we teach people to support their families through their music. So they feel their presence in their absence. Because you can still support their family by streaming their music, they're still gonna get the money of their royalties,
You recently passed out on stage.
Yes. That was right after, because we found out Sunday that the boys passed, but I already had a gig. So I was calling my friends and I'm like, I can't do this. Then they said to me, no, do it for the boys, right? Because obviously you want to kind of
honor them.
I woke up, I was fine, everything was fine. But remember, I had been crying the whole night. So I took myself out, did makeup, went on stage. The sad thing is, Msebenzi Wethu is the first song on my performance,
In your set,
and Mpura's verse is on the set. So when it got to Mpura's verse, I started crying on stage, but my body just reacted and I just passed out.
Quite a heavy moment.
And in this moment, I mean, it hasn't been long since this all happened. How are you bringing yourself out of it?
Looking at all the people that are supporting me. I've had so much support. I've had calls from people that I never thought would ever call me from the industry. And they explained to me the good side of the industry and the bad side of the industry. So they said to me, you'll have 20% of people hating on you and 80% of people supporting you. Focus on the 80% and leave the 20% because they are the ones that are actually going to make you stronger. There is no celebrity that is a superstar that has never been in turmoil.
Yes.
So you need to go through that to be strong enough to handle whatever's coming, you know, because it might be the beginning of whatever's going to come. And, you know, if I can't handle it now, then when I'm a superstar, what am I going to do? Then it's going to break me. So rather deal with it now and understand who you are and come back fighting.
No, let's come back fighting the Dombi. Lady Do, thank you so much for
Thank you very much.
to
guys,
grace
for
us
having me.
with your gracious presence. Ewe.
I hope that you enjoyed the energy, Lady Do. And as always, feel free to head onto our social media pages and let us know what you absolutely loved about the interview.
Stream on all downloading platforms. Stream. Ngicela usiseke ad break with that part, just that part.
Coming up, we talk soul to soul with Summer Award winners MFR Souls, and we track Boiti's style evolution.
The home of celebs is back to refresh you more than a bucket of water. Ebandayo mntazi obungayilindelanga kuveske kuthi chwa, and then tibilikins makeup.
Now, one thing you can never expect on RGB is to be bored, and the next guests on our seat of superstars are going to prove that fact. They are proof that it only takes a few years of hard work to become an overnight success.
Yep, we know it. RGB is proud to be joined in studio by the two Dumelos who make up Summer Award-winning amapiano outfit, MFR Souls. Molweni boputi. So nje kuthiwa Dumelo, xa umuntu esithi Dumelo, who answers first?
Mabachi Dumi, I answer. Mabachi Dumi, he has to answer.
First of all, congratulations on the summer with Amaniginig with Kamompela. Tell me how the song came about.
Basically, we were invited to Major Studios, and then, you know, you started a beat, and then Ukamu Bega Corner, and then Umuntle Smith Waba Corner, and then there was a small discussion or Gucci a hit song, and then, you know, they came up with ideas, and then we dropped the beat, and then the rest is history.
I'm hearing it in my mind. How are you
Chicken, beef, cheese. I need to know, let discussion yenzekayo, but decide okay, yeah, chicken, cheese, beef. Chicken, cheese, beef, specifically.
I wish I'm meaning different kinds of stuff. So that's why I decided with the chicken, beef.
As I cheese very well, I want chicken very
Yeah. Okay.
So nihlangane phi?
Slangane around 2009.
Ewe.
Asase Kotane.
How deep was he? Kubukotane. Was he one of those guys about custard but estratweni or
no, go kanje impahla zekhothane and then I jive.
Edengazi cheese kodwa because it was a dark time in our country.
I wasn't that one. Just go to the outfit
Okay.
I used to love it also, yabo.
Naqala nini release umculo?
Yeah,
as MFR Souls saqala 2013.
Ungathi yintoni lena that makes you guys as a duo work?
we tolerate each other, you know, we accept, it's like acceptance and the way we sing a call, so I think in that manner it makes good when it comes to the work.
How do you guys complement each other creatively?
Whenever he has an idea, and you feel like ngafaka something, we don't crash the idea, like build on the idea, then yeah, we make it happen.
When does the industry start taking notice of you?
Around 2019, the Love You Tonight actually. That's when everything started, you know. The gulas wanna konuka oh, now there's life now. There's suddenly, all of a sudden, singing after so many years.
It's been a very difficult time in South Africa, especially within the music space. We've seen a lot of artists involved in car accidents, a lot of people who, you know, with bright futures who have passed away. You guys also had a car accident when you were going to a gig. What is it with accidents and musicians? Does it have to do with curfew and having to rush to gigs, or is it a lifestyle issue?
I personally think I'm artists basuka bathatha amagig amaningi and try to rush because of curfew. Then ningazi ukuthi nibeka impilo zenu yabona at danger. So yeah.
So Nani, with your accident, was it because you were racing against time?
No, with us it was December, so we had a lot of gigs. Approximately around E14, and since the gig from E14, like every day, so we didn't get time to rest. So
so it's la rush, but also a fatigue and okay.
Yeah. So ningabantu abaxhomekeka kwi-gigs, you know, going from event to event. Xa kusenzeka into ezifana ne-lockdown, how does that affect you?
Before, in a night, you'd probably attend 5 shows, you know. But since there's a lockdown, nama curfew, you know, instead of 5, you can literally attend like 2, you know, depending on the venue. Some venues be like, you know what, we cannot all book you guys anymore because of, you know, abantu abasha look for at our venue at a specific time, you understand? And say a science na mark up like siyenze.
So benifuna ukwazi uba financially, how have you had to adjust?
We just learned to, you know, try and manage our finances in a specific way now. You understand? You know, because now as SARS with the president bangathi next week, he shuts down again.
With immediate effect. Even. I'm not nigging a chance.
How do you go against the grain and not try to follow zonke's trends about who are in this industry that has so much pressure?
Scarce hlupheka before, yabona. So siyazi ukuthi spend imali nje just on expensive clothes and yisebenzele.
What can we look forward to in the future? I mean, the weather is warming up, the gig guides are heating up. Nina, what's the plan?
We're going to Nigeria soon, and yeah, we're dropping an album very soon.
Kalani nifake suitcase.
Uye Nigeria? Where? Singakufaka though. Yabona. Ungene na ithi
Bobutumelo abayi-2 ababini siyabulela man ngoba nizosibona apha kwi-Real Goboza, and congratulations and all the best for all the wonderful things that are happening. Noba nise-suitcase or anikho suitcase. Naba nam ndifikile na eNigeria. Bantu nizivele ke, so any digital streaming platform you have access to, ndicela niye and support our local music scene.
Maske sithi shelele.
Ibe sithi abahambayo.
Exactly. RGB zabuya. Go. Emva kwentengiso, we take a look at a then and now when it comes to Boiti's style. Now the continent's gossip leader is back with more of that fire celeb spice that adds flavor to Impela Veki Yako. It's time for our final chat of the evening, and our last feature is about a stylish celeb who has also survived so many dramatic situations. It's hard to believe that Ubumbake isn't scripted.
Now, one of the secrets of her success has got to be her style. RGB iti halala to the diamond from Poch as we take a look at the fabulous fashion of Boiti.
TV personality, brand ambassador, cosmetic queen and performing artist Boiti Tulo is no stranger to the red carpet or best dressed celebrity lists, with a career spanning over 10 years. Now this Potchefstroom beauty has made a mark in the industry as the darling we have come to love, having received her big break from a TV commercial. How about Cheesenator? Now Utulo has really come a long way from the Cheesenator girl.
Hey, Kumbula, and now with over 5 million followers on her social media platforms, her style is among those few bantu, those premium personalities where she can shapeshift between both local and international brands with the simplest of ease.
However, it has not always been the case for this style star. Having started out with a signature boy cut hairstyle which resembled pop star Rihanna's, paired with a bold lip or smoky eye, Ms. Tulo has always managed to pick the suitable combination of hair and makeup and left the rest of her perfect hourglass silhouette body.
Now, of course, we can't speak about the style evolution without mentioning that moment on the red carpet in 2014 when the beautiful 24-year-old Tulo stepped out onto the Sama stage in the exact same dress as award-winning gospel singer Umam Rebecca Malope in a blonde bob wig. Her style has now heavily been branded with, name brands and flash and panache and the city donkey mali, because that has been quite an evolution.
Now, one thing for sure is that whether in a bikini or haute couture dress, Boiti Tulo delivers sophistication with style.
Now, in other news, akomdu ofuna ukubhastwa for wearing fake designer clothes or accessories, especially celebs zalapha eMzansi. An anonymous Instagram account has surfaced and is exposing some of our celebrities for allegedly rocking fake designer labels.
Now, the fake designer label community Instagram account titles themselves as a government official and is keeping their eyes wide open, ready to expose celebs who post pictures in what they reckon are counterfeit items. Now, the mastermind behind the account has made it clear that they only deal with real designer items. One person that was called out was Somizi, and he even went to the famous designer label in Sandton City to show that he wears the real deal.
Also, Babes Wodumo's husband and prom star Mampintsha was nabbed by the account twice for allegedly wearing fake bucket hats. If you can't afford to buy this expensive brand, guys, rather abekho abanye abantu. Azikho i-artists phaa kwi-flea markets umntu onodwa anxiba i-bucket hat ke ecaba hey.
Small street. Now, tonight's interviews and segments had more clout than your parents when you mess up. Which one had you at the edge of your seat the most, Snazo?
Andikwazi ukhetha kaloku Samora, because as hosts we have to not be biased. Awutsho?
I get you, and you would be throwing unreserved shade on the other person should you pick. Now, you don't have to be as diplomatic as Snazo when you tell us which interview had you jumping on the couch. Post your choice on our Facebook page, Official Real Goboza, and on Twitter and Instagram at Official RGB. Remember to use hashtag Real Goboza to increase your chances of getting a reply.
If you prefer to whisper your answers into our DMs, I am at Sinazo Yola. You can find Samora at Sam_Mangesi. Remember, this is the first weekend of summer, so make sure whoever is your spring fling is going to be good enough to become your summer romance. Ndizakwenza njalo nam ke bantu. Bye-bye.
I'm a spring fling. Goodbye.